North Phnom Penh, one of the markets, one of the biggest markets in Phnom Penh. Pretty wild. It reminds me a lot of India, this area. Pretty warm out. Raw meat and everything hanging out and around. Lots of shrimp, seafood, and so on and so forth. Lots of goods from China, very clearly from China. Hello. Wow, pretty amazing. So this is North Phnom Penh. Of course, downtown Phnom Penh looks very much different than this. There's the condo we stayed in last night. So I was thinking a quick tour around the area to see what we see. Really a fascinating place. Quite dirty, to be honest, but it's good. Okay, we're gonna cross now. Oh boy, look at that meat. Want some meat? Yummy. There we go. Now we gotta navigate the traffic. Okay, thank you. Excellent. A little fruit basket, that's pretty cool. Wow, neat. Oh my God, lots of chicken. From what I hear right now, unfortunately, Cambodia has a lot of bird flu, so it's really sad. So a lot of people are not eating chicken at the moment. Oh, she may need my help here. Yep, I agree. Wow. And some lumyai from Thailand. Maybe from Thailand, but I think they also grow it here. We tried to get some and it was 12,000 riel, which is about $3, and that's way too expensive. So what we've heard is they'll give one price to foreigners and another price to local people. So that's obviously we're getting the foreigner price. We tried to buy a bunch of bananas and it was like $5, 20,000. Crazy, ridiculous price. Ironically, it'd be cheaper to go to the supermarket or to macro to get your vegetables and fruit. It'd be cheaper there, ironically. And of course, if you're local Cambodian, this is definitely the place to buy your food, much cheaper. Oh, very interesting market. It's one of the biggest markets here in Phnom Penh. Okay, we're gonna go this way and have a look here. The Khmer writing is really interesting as well. Very similar to Thai style, but it has its own distinct style. So I know a bit of Thai, so I can definitely see the differences between Thai and Khmer writing. Oh, okay, let's see what's in here. Looks like they've built a whole new area for shops. Real fake gold. It wouldn't be real gold, guaranteed. I don't think it would be real gold anyway.
Is it real?
You think it's real gold? Oh, the little lizard, the little gecko. All right, definitely cleaner over here. Lots of fruits and vegetables. Wow, it's huge. What are these things? Sour sop, isn't it?
I don't know. Maybe same.
Yeah, but one's a big one and a small one. More lumyai. They must grow it here. Rambutan, the hairy fruit. Lotus flowers. They haven't opened up yet. There's the rice. Different spices. Boy, this place really reminds me of parts of India. India and Dubai. Wow, Middle East, they've got so many spices. It's unbelievable. Spices you never heard about. Heaps of it. Oh, there's eggs over there. We had a couple eggs this morning. Pretty good. Alright, so she's going to check to see the prices. It'll be interesting to see what they try to charge for the yummy eye. There she goes. Let's see what she says. How much? Hello. How much for the lummy eye? Oh, we have to wait for the. I guess she's not the owner. One second. How much? Sorry? 1 kilo, how much? $3 for 1 kilo. That's 12,000 for 1 kilo. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. $3 for 1 kilo. Oh my God. That's crazy. Yeah, we got the foreigner price again. All right. All right. Lots of barbecue. I'm not going to eat at these places. Unless you want worms for the rest of your life. I mean, for the locals it's okay because you grew up eating like that. But for us foreigners who lived in other countries where different food standards, definitely cleanliness, we're just not used to that. Our bodies are not used to that. We don't have the constitution to take these kind of food. We already went up this road, baby. This is the hotel or the condo there. Okay. Okay, that's all for now.